What's up, everybody? It's your boy t.g.k. here, and today we got a different kind of episode. Today, we're going to talk about this ESPN video that's been on the back of my mind. I'm probably about a week late talking about it. But this is when Mike Greeny of ESPN asked three panelists of Stephen A. Smith, Jalen Rose, and Micheal Wilbon about whether Ja Morant or Luka Doncic. Who do you think is better? Who would you build a team around? These two players at the age of 22 moving forward. And the panelists' responses were a little bit, one, predictable and straight up stupid. So let's get into it. All right, so when this whole question was brought up by Mike Greeny, or Greenberg or Greeny, I think he calls himself Greeny, I don't know. Anyway, so on that day, the 11 game win streak Memphis Grizzlies were about to play the Dallas Mavericks. And the Dallas Mavericks were coming off of an embarrassing kind of loss to the Knicks, but up until that moment, the Mavericks were getting their mojo going on, right? And the Mavericks have been balling defensively. Memphis has been balling overall this season, especially Ja Morant and Dillon Brooks and Desmond Bane. And Steven Adams has been a real great addition for their team. However, the Mavericks, they've been going through a bunch of COVID issues. Now they're starting to really get them wheels turning. Anyway, so on the cusp of that game, which is a highly anticipated game for myself, being a Mavericks fan, before the game started, I ended up running across this little thing on Instagram, but it's actually a YouTube clip now, which I end up showing you. But Mike Greeny tosses this question to Jalen Rose, Stephen A. Smith, and Micheal Wilbon, and they asked him, who would you rather take to build around your franchise moving forward? And the responses to all three of them were almost predictable, but almost like I can't believe that they actually went in the route they went. So obviously they all went in the route of Ja Morant. So let's look at or listen to Stephen A's response.
If you could start a team with one of these guys right now, which one would you choose? And it's about as close as you would think. Folks are saying Luka Doncic, 53-47. It's about that close, and I'll keep the poll open. Stephen A., how about you? If you could choose one of these two 22-year-old stars to start a team, which way are you going?
It's not close to me. It would be Ja Morant.
It's not close. Stephen A. Smith laments that he is like this basketball guru who knows it all. And the fact that he said in the question between who would you rather take, Ja or Luka, that it's not even close when it comes to Ja Morant or Luka Doncic, that is crazy. Like, I knew he was going to pick Ja Morant because, one, Ja Morant's been the buzz of the league for the last 2-3 weeks. The Memphis Grizzlies are top 3 in the Western Conference, and Ja Morant is a highlight reel. Like, he's badass. Like, he reminds me of a young Derrick Rose with some Westbrook in him. The thing about it is to just go straight off and say it's not even close, it's a little bit crazy. And then he continues on with what he is about to say.
And it's not about his game, because I think Luka's game can compare to anybody, and I love Luka. The problem is too many questions about Luka's commitment to conditioning, being in shape, and what have you. You never say that about Ja Morant. He's always ready, and that's who I'm investing my money in.
Now, when Stephen A. said to the whole commitment to conditioning, he had a really good point. I mean, that is part of Luka's ongoing issues, is conditioning. Hell, I think we've all known it as Mavericks fans from when he first got here, even when Dirk talked about it at the All-Star game. Oh, he loves burgers. And I remember when I was a young kid and I could burn that off within the same day or whatever the case may be, he was saying. So I get that. So that was probably one of the valid things that Stephen A. Smith, regardless of that, right? Knowing Stephen A., he would definitely take Zion Williamson as a Knick, and there's no commitment to conditioning there, right? So it just depends on who the flavor of the week is, right? One week is going to be Luka Doncic when he's going off for 40-point triple-doubles. The next week is going to be Ja Morant when he's doing two-handed blocks on the backboard. And so I think Stephen A. was just a victim of the moment at that moment. But let's go ahead and let's forward to Jalen Rose's response, which that response was fucking crazy.
Jalen, which guy?
Ja Morant, I agree with Stephen A. Constant attack, third in the NBA in points in the paint, second in fast break points, #1 in the NBA in finishing layups and dunks. I want to play fast, and I want a guy that can go grab the ball off the backboard defensively and make other guys look crazy.
Wilbon.
So he threw out some stats that he's an attacker. He's number 1 in finishing around the rim. I mean, Kyrie ain't playing, right? So, I mean, anyway, and this ain't even to really knock John Morant. I know I'm coming off as that. I would love to have John Morant here as a Dallas Maverick, but that's not going to happen, right? And even before he was drafted, I was like, damn, only if we could get John Morant, that would have been dope to pair him alongside Luka. John Morant's going to be a superstar straight up. But to just go off of the fact that he could finish around the rim, he's an attacker, and he could get blocks off the backboard. Again, another victim of the moment. John Morant still has yet to show that he can lead a team against players like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, as Luka has done. Luka just hasn't had the team to put him over the hump. But again, I mean, we'll see how this translates. It's just I don't think you take a smaller player that doesn't facilitate as well as Luka does, that doesn't rebound as well as Luka does, and it doesn't even. Honestly, when you look at John Morant's stats, one of the main things that you could look at it from is John's putting up basically rookie Luka Doncic numbers, and he's becoming lamented as a superstar. And Luka right now is putting up his usual 25, 9 and 9 and 25, 8 and 8. And it's as if he's having a down year. Now, I get it. We're all the victim of the moments here. I'm probably a victim of Luka's stardom. But I just strongly, strongly disagree that you take John Morant, current John Morant, at 22 over what Luka has done up until this point. Luka is far more decorated in his 3-4 seasons in the NBA than John Morant. I'm just saying, John Morant's a talent, but damn, I'll still take Luka over Ja. But let's go ahead and let's listen to what Micheal Wilbon said, because what he said was just even dumber than what the other two guys said.
I want a guy who's going to play both ways, right? Ja is a factor on the defensive end. You can put together a whole highlight rim just to him playing defense. Luka not a factor on the defensive end, so I'm going with Ja as well.
Micheal Wilbon said that Luka Doncic is not a factor on the defensive end. You could say that his first couple of seasons. This season and the way he's been playing this year, shout out to Jason Kidd. You can't really say that right now. And the way Luka is playing defense, he uses his body. I remember there was a game recently. It was against the Knicks. And I remember, what's his name? Randall. Julius Randall. He was posting everybody. Posting up Maxi Kleber, Finney Smith, everybody. Just taking everybody to the hole. And then when he tried to post up Luka, Luka stood his ground. And I remember a game against the Heat. Bam Adebayo was just killing us. And when he posted up Luka, Luka stood his ground and defended him the best. Luka is a big dude, man. He's 6'7". Who knows how much he weighs. He's probably cutting weight right now because he is improved a lot when it comes to his basketball on the defensive end of the court. And he doesn't look as winded all the time as he looked earlier in the season. But again, Luka Doncic's defense has improved mightily, and his defensive rating is solid for his position and for what we used to think was a defender that you could just get by easily. Can't say that anymore. And now the whole Dallas Mavericks, they are top 4 in the defensive rating, and I believe the Memphis Grizzlies are somewhere in 7th, 8th. So the fact that the Mavericks are spearheading the defensive rating and they're leading in as far as these two teams are compared, that's pretty solid. And then you see the defensive rating of John Morant's is 110, Luka's is 104. Take that for what it's worth. Anyway, guys, I just feel like these ESPN analysts sometimes ain't watching all the games. They're a victim of the moment, just like us when we watch just highlights. They're probably just watching John Morant highlights, and they see all the athleticism, and it's badass. It really is. Whenever you see an athletic player on the basketball court doing crazy shit, you're just like, damn, that's amazing. But it's the game within the game that you need to win games, and Luka has the game within the game. I still think Ja is going to develop that. I just think in the long run, you still take size, you still take the offensive skill Luka has, and you still take him at what he is right now, and he doesn't even have the athletic ability, and he's dominating. John Morant definitely needs that athletic ability to be where he's at right now. Big difference. That athletic ability does start to dwindle away little by little as Father Time catches up. Luka could play literally the style of basketball that he's playing for who knows how long. Anyway, love Ja Morant, love Luka Doncic, but to say Ja Morant over Luka is pretty fucking crazy. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, and if all you Grizzly fans say something crazy, we done beat y'all in the last 3 games, I think, that we played y'all, so don't say nothing too crazy. Anyway, guys, been your boy t.g.k. Catch y'all on the next one.